Hello and welcome. It is the 12th of May 2017. Welcome. I have the code XBY on the CSEX exchange, the cryptocurrency exchange. And I want to talk about a pattern that you would most certainly be talking about in textbook analysis for trying to find bullish setups when you can recognize that a good breakout pattern is going to occur and what price number it's going to break out if it does. So the first thing is there any major level of resistance, and if so, where would it be? We have this high at 264. The first time it came up to it, we can see the high up top here says 250. So 250 pulls back down to 80, but it pulls down to this previous level of resistance. And even this pullback was close to this level here again. This particular pullback is happening at this area and here. So therefore, it's kind of supporting this level that was resistance right now. You have what you'd call a cup and handle formation. You look at the curve pattern, it goes down and then it circles through. You're looking for like a U or V type of shape. And here we have it here. And oftentimes when they curve up, they're going to make new highs. When this one breaks resistance, breaks 59, goes up to 130, and then pulls back down to 60. These things have wild moves, which enables you to buy back at amazing discounts. You're selling over 100 and you're buying back under 75. Beautiful profits. And here you're selling at 200 up to 250 and you're buying back south and at 150, obviously a south to 81 in this case. And then when you come back here, well, you can sell at 250, but not as aggressively. Now, I just sold some XBY, and that's because I'm playing the range game. I sold at 253, and now I want to buy it back, and I want to buy it back now because there's a beautiful spread. I can buy this back at either 243 or 244, and normally I would take 243, but I want to do something to spark this market to go higher too, as if my numbers can really do much. But I can buy 1,582 at this price. And I'm playing the odds game. Now, what happens if someone just buys this from me? 255, would I still sell? Maybe not. But I play the strategy, put a bunch of sell orders in different spots, put them in below 4 key numbers if you can, have buy orders down below in different spots just in case. After all, we look at the charts. The easiest and really the best way to get them when they go cheaper is have the buy orders. So you're in a situation, this works with any code. You're selling in a situation up in this area here, around and north of 200. And then you get your recognition. Oh, I sold at 195, I sold at 220, 240, 248, 249, sweet. Okay, let's put buy order in for 170, let's put one in for 140, let's put in one for 120 and 100. And if you did that, congratulations. And then, oh, you got those buy orders in. Okay, well, now I'm going to sell maybe a little bit at 199 and sell a little bit at 250 and keep the rest. So you sold those. Okay, so now you put a buy order in for maybe 210 and 175. And, well, you got your 210. You don't got your 175. And that's what's going to happen at times. You're not always going to get what you sell back. But when you're only doing small portions, that means you're just starting your eventual profit take, because if you're buying low and selling high, at some point you're going to really have to liquidate out of this thing with great profits. So dollar cost average buying works with dollar cost average selling. So you sell a little bit in the early stages, that when the prices manage to go up higher, then this thing can have some great reward. So now you see this, what's the upside target? Well, the high was 250. The low was 81. which has an up target of 502. Well, 500 is a good, amazing psychological number. So just like you broke this, and well, let's just see its upside number. It had a high of 132, and then it came down to a low of 65 here, a low of 60 here. So 132 and 60 had an up target of 215. Notice the number irony. It pierced above it on the sale, and it's been that flatlining support level moving on its forward direction. So I would expect 500 to be the same similar deal. So it can move up to 500, maybe even do 750 even, and then pull back from there. And could pull back. It could go up to 750 or so, and then come back to 250 or 300 with these things. After all, going from 250 to 81 is only losing 2/3 of your value. So why would it not surprise me to see this go pierce up to 700, fall quickly back to 5, and a day to 3 later pull back to 250? And when you're selling in those higher areas, that means that's what you're looking to do. You're selling at 400, 450, 500, and then you get those sales. You buy them back at 300, 275, 250, 325, 200. You put your buy orders back in there that way. And then you either play for complete profits where you sell everything at the 500 mark, or if you think this has got long-term legs left, you hold on to some of them while trying to get profits or more tokens back by selling. And of course, if you buy back, you get more tokens. If you don't, you get profit. All right, so then I would just like to conclude this by just talking about pattern analysis and things to look for. Because if you're just going at a random chart, I would see this and I'd be like, oh baby, I got to find a way of getting in. And I realized I can calculate this to 500, that by buying now in little south at 250, I'm getting profits of around 100% because I'm going to be putting sell orders in at 495, 496. If I were to try to get the cheapest right now, 220, maybe it comes back down to this previous resistance, and maybe I can get a cheaper price and get gains of closer to 120%. That's always possible as well. The more likely you test resistance, the more likely it is you take it out. Heck of a lot of sellers came the first time at 250. Not as many came the last time. That's why maybe 225-ish, 222 in that area there might be the best you might be able to get at this time. But once you see this breaking and holding well, 270, 280, over 300, then this thing is in race territory. We could have a green candle like this. Look at the movement here going from a low of 97 to a high of 179. A gain of like 75%, well, 85% rather. Almost double from, say, here. Well, again, that brings you to the 500-ish area, 500. But that will be it. I don't want to go on for too long, but yeah, I just thought I would share what has potential to have really good gains. And when you have a situation where you're looking for 100% probability, or not probability, 100% profit, and you're trying to calculate probability, well, you know, if you're right half the time and it goes to that 500 level, 495, wherever you sell at, even half the time, and the other half it goes to nothing, you're breaking even. If it does it 2 out of 3 times, well, the 2 times you win, you're going to win 2 units, and the 1 time you lose, you're going to lose 1 unit. You would gain 1 unit on 3 for a 33% ROI. I'm pretty more confident than 67% that this thing has a shot of making it to 500 before it goes to nothing. Or even, for that matter, before it even goes to 100, for that matter, because this thing does look good to have a good breakout when I look at the technical analysis for how it is playing. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you found this entertaining, educational, or however you may, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.